family and friends, welcome back. Tonight we're just doing another simple but yet tasty dinner. We're going to do homemade spaghetti sauce and just put that with noodles, and we're going to have side salad and cheese bread. So let me show you how I make my spaghetti sauce. Let's get started. You're going to need to turn your skillet onto a medium-high heat, and you're going to want to add 2 tablespoons of butter. To that, you're going to want to add 1 diced onion, okay, we're going to let that cook up for just a second. Getting that a little bit soft in there. Not long, maybe just a minute, because it's still got a lot of cooking it's gonna do. Just wanted to give it a head start. Okay, so next you want to go ahead and add a pound of ground beef, excuse me, or ground chuck, whichever. Go ahead and brown that up. This is an easy dinner that you can have. If you're multitask, or even if you can't, that's okay. But you can have this dinner put together in about 30 minutes or less. While this is in the pan, you can go ahead and start a pot of water for your noodles. I put a little bit of oil and a little bit of salt in my water for my noodles, and wait until it comes to a boil, and then go ahead and add in your noodles and cook that to package directions. Okay, now this ground beef is starting to get pretty cooked up pretty quickly. So go ahead and add in some garlic, and a fair amount, so about like that, 2 good tablespoons. And believe me, it won't be too much. By the time we're done, it's going to be a perfect blend. And if you like garlic with your spaghetti, I mean, like traditionally it's garlicky, I don't know. We like it garlicky anyway. Okay. How do you guys feel about these things? You like these things? I try to use them. It does separate the hamburger somewhat, but I always end up coming back to my spatula. Tell me in the comments if you guys like those things, you enjoy them the most. Okay, so that is smelling so good. That garlic's getting all fragrant in there. The hamburger is just about done. Onions are starting to get soft, translucent here. Okay, so next, when this is all browned up, you want to drain off your grease. The important part. You drain your grease however you drain it. You do it with a paper towel, or you pour it in something to collect it in aluminum foil. However you do it, just go ahead and drain your grease. about ready here. I have the ground beef I used was supposed to be pretty lean. I'm still putting on quite a bit of grease here, I can see. It was ground chuck. Maybe there's a difference. I mean, I'm sure there's a difference, but I'm not educated to know what that is. Educated enough. Okay. Alright. Let's work on getting some of that grease out of there. Take a towel here. You don't have to drain every single bit of the grease because grease does give it some flavor, but I would drain the majority of it. Okay. Okay. So now we are ready to move on to our sauce. Now you can use any type of sauce you'd like. You can use jar sauce, anything like that. Now I season my own spaghetti sauce, even if I do get the jar sauce, Prego, Ragu, any type, I still season mine. It's kind of like a family secret thing, but it always just tastes so good. Tonight I'm using cans of meat sauce. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that right in there. One. Let's turn this down a little bit. Go ahead and turn your heat down to a medium low for right now. I'm adding 2 cans of this meat sauce. Both cans are 24 ounces. I'm adding 2 of those. Now, if you haven't been to my channel before, I cook for a decent sized family, so that's why I'm making quite a bit. If you want, you can scale this down for your family, or this freezes very well in Ziploc bags, and then you can just pull it out whenever you're ready for it. Okay, so we've got that much in there. Let's go ahead and I also add a can of diced tomatoes, not drained. Okay. And then now I'm going to put in my spices. Okay, and I got them here to show you. So we are going to use a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, a tablespoon of oregano. Okay? And also, don't worry, I have the ingredients and the description, the ingredients and the recipe down in the description, so you'll have all this. I also use 2 teaspoons of parsley, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of basil, 2 teaspoons of cilantro, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. Now this is totally optional. If you don't like the heat, you don't have to put it in there. So I'm going to go ahead and add all that in there. Okay, we're going to get that a good little mix. And I have an extra can here just in case it's not saucy enough. Now that would be up to you if you like your spaghetti sauce. If you like your spaghetti like saucy, or you don't like it quite as saucy. But I definitely like to know if there's sauce. So we are going to let all this simmer together for about 30 minutes. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and finish our spaghetti noodles. Once they are done, you will go ahead and rinse them, rinse them in cold water, and then just set them to the side until we're ready to, add them to our dinner. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to let this simmer for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the prepared dish. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. I let the spaghetti sauce simmer, giving it a stir every once in a while. while I went ahead and made the spaghetti noodles according to package and drained it. I did go ahead and put some on the plate to save time, and I wanted to go ahead and show you the spaghetti sauce. It's just beautiful, and you're just going to really enjoy it. So we paired it with a side salad and some cheese bread. Okay, and I like Parmesan cheese on ours. Gotta have a little salt and a little pepper. And as far as dressing, I didn't want to let you guys know, I make my own homemade ranch. I stopped buying it from the store because it's so expensive that I use it a lot, so I can't seem to keep it in stock. But it's very easy to use at home, so keep an eye out for another video. I'm going to show you how to make homemade ranch. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of that in here. It's very good, and it's only got very few ingredients. Okay, let's give this a taste test. I'm so excited. It smells so good in here. I wish y'all could smell it. That's perfect. So, like I said, if you guys want to freeze this, go ahead and let it cool off completely. And then, once it's cooled off completely, you can put it in a Ziploc bag. Make sure you write the date on it, but it can stay in the freezer for up to 3 months. If you would like to help me support my channel as I'm trying to grow it, if you could please give me a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. If you have any comments or tips, you thought, something else that you'd like to say. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, I have a link in the bottom of the description. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. You guys could do that as well. That's totally optional. You don't have to. But anyway, you all have a good night. Enjoy your dinner. And I'll see you on the next video.